Good morning, all. I am Mrs. Rushali Chaudhary, lecturer, Praveen Patil Polytechnic Bhinda, Diploma Engineering and Technology. Today we are going to learn basic science chemistry for the semester 1. We already done first two chapters. Today we are going to start with the third chapter. Paint topic, varnish topic already done. Today we are going to done with the insulator. What is the insulator, their applications and their properties. Today's topic is insulator. We already started with the third chapter that includes various engineering material which is required to make any product, any instrument, any machines. That is the basic things we are going to learn. In the last topic we learned paints and varnish. Today we are going to start with the insulator. What is the insulator? In the second chapter, we already learned what is the conductors, what is the metals, what is the property of metal, and how it is going to use in a industry. In today's chapter, we are going to learn insulator. For making any machine, just take an example, your mobile phone. That is not only made up of metal, that is also made up of insulator. Without insulator, any machine is incomplete. What is the insulator? A substance which is not allowing electric current to pass through it. It's called as insulator. What is the conductor? A substance which allows electric current to pass through it. It's called as conductor. For engineering purpose, we require the conductors, but at the same time we require the insulator. Just see whatever the wires, electric wires we are using at home. That wire material is basically made up of conducting material. But we are not going to keep wire as it is, metallic wire as it is. Why? If we keep as it is, there is a chances of short circuit as well as the shocks. So we are coating this wire with an insulating material which is not allowing current to pass through it. That is called as insulator. All metals are the conductors, while insulating material are non-metallic, that may be a plastic, rubber, glass, clothes, wood. What is the characteristics of insulator? They must be resist to the moisture and withstand with the vibrations and the abrasions. Resistance to moisture means what? In presence of moisture, conductivity is going to increase. So it is not acceptable that insulating material absorb the moisture. Just take an example, wood. Wood is an insulator, but in presence of moisture, conductivity may increase. So wood insulator we are not using for the electrical purpose. There is a chances of shocks. Withstand with the vibrations and abrasion. Means what? It should not be easily break during the movement or the motions. Mechanically and physically stable at a working temperature. What is meaning of that? It should not be melted. It should remain as a same state at a high temperature as well as the low temperature. Odorless in a use. It should not show any smell or it should not emit any odor during the use. It must be a lightweight and low density. If the wire coating is very heavy, then what will happen? It is not remain on the wire surface. So that must be a light in weight. That is called as low density. Low thermal and electrical conductivity. So it must be bad conductor of heat and electricity. It should be a fireproof and chemically inert. For electrical appliances, we have to check out this point very importantly. It is a fireproof and chemically inert. Wooden is a good insulator, but it is not a fireproof. It may catch a fire. Paper also good insulator, but it is going to catch a fire. It is absorbing moisture. They are not a chemically inert. So ideally electrical insulation is fireproof and chemically inert. Classification based on states. Basically, insulators are classified into the three categories: solid insulating material, liquid insulating material, and a gaseous insulating material. In basic purpose, solid materials are again divided into two classes: fibrous, impregnated fibrous, non-resinous materials, ceramics, glass, and natural rubber, synthetic rubber. Examples are given here: wood, paper, cardboard, porcelain, ceramic, pyrex, hard rubber, mica. These are the main example of a insulating substance which is not allowing current, electricity to pass through it. It's called as insulator. These are the insulator we are using for the electronics or the engineering field. Liquid insulating materials, oils and varnishes. Oils are silicone oil, vegetable oil, synthetic varnish and spirits are the liquid insulating material. Gaseous insulating material, all gases, inert gases, carbon dioxide, dry air, argon, nitrogen are the gaseous insulating material. We are considering here dry air. Why dry air? In presence of moisture, air become conductor. So we are specify here dry air is a bad conductor. If moisture is present, humidity is present, conductivity is increases. Classification based on the thermal stability. Thermal stability means working temperature of insulating material. They are classified into the class Y, A, E, B, F, H, C. Materials which is used up to the 90 degrees Celsius, they are classified as class Y. Up to 105, it's a class A. 180, it's a class C. Mica, ceramic material, glass, quartz, which is used at a very higher temperature, are called as a class C. While lower temperature, cotton, fabric, silk, paper, that is called as a class Y. As per the working temperature, at what temperature we are using this insulator, they are classified into the different categories. In insulating example, we are going to learn two insulators: glass wool, thermocol, which is used for the engineering purpose. First example is a glass wool. Did you know the word glass? At the same time, did you know wool? Yes, glass is a hard, wool is a soft. But here we are going to make wool-like structure, soft fibrous structure from the material called as glass. That is called as glass wool. Here we can see this picture. This looks like a very soft one, and that is made up of the glass. Basic filaments, final filaments or the fibrous filaments are made up of glass. How it is manufactured? It is produced by passing molten glass through the orifice or the small sieves, which is having very small diameter, and to get a fiber like structure of glass particles and rotate in a rotator. Glass wool is an insulating material made from the fibers of a glass. arranged in a binder into a texture similar to the wool. It has very small pockets of air between the glass, and these small air pockets results in high thermal insulation properties. Main property is the average diameter of fiber is 0.0005 centimeter. Whatever the sieve we are using for making the fiber, that is having a diameter of 0.0005 centimeter. Low thermal and electrical conductivity. As these fibers are made up of glass only, then what happens? Glass is a bad conductor of heat and electricity. So these fibers also become bad conductor of heat and electricity. They are used for the soundproofing, lightweight and waterproofing. Glass is water resistant, so automatically glass will also become water resistance. It is resistance to chemical attack. Chemicals also not affected by the glass or wool. The tensile strength is 8 times more than steel. It is more stronger. Application where we are using this glass wool. It is used for the industrial equipment, appliances, insulation in ovens, refrigerator, motors. It is also used for making soundproof rooms. It is used in a high efficiency particulate air HEPA filter, which is used for making high purity of air. It is used in making aircraft, spacecraft, and acoustical insulation for special purpose glass fibers. It is used for filtering of corrosive chemicals like acids in a industry, chemical industry and pharmaceutical industry. Thermocol. Every day we use a thermocol at home. Not every day, but mostly we know, we are aware what is the thermocol. Thermocol is a foamed plastic obtained by blowing air through molten polystyrene or the polyurethanes. It is a one type of plastic only, but which is having a foam structure. Small air pockets are there. So it is having a foamed structure. What is the property of the thermocol? Density is low, spongy, porous. What is meaning of density is low? Very light in weight. So it is going to float on the water. Spongy. Spongy means what? Which is having a small air pockets. It is having a sponge-like structure. Good thermal and electrical insulation. Current will not pass through it. Thermal heat also not pass through it. Chemically inert, shockproof, not affected by the fungus and moisture, and stable up to 55 degrees Celsius. What is meaning of that? It is stable up to 55 degrees Celsius. Till 55 degree we can use it, but above 55 degrees Celsius the plastic will start melting. So its conductivity is going to change. So it is stable up to 55 degrees Celsius. So it is basically used for low temperature applications. See this. Here we will observe that thermocol is made up of small balls of the polystyrene, and it is a spongy in nature as these balls are filled with air pockets. It is used for the packaging industry, food industry. The lower density, greater insulation, therefore it is used in refrigerator and air conditioner. It is used for the decorations. It is very light in weight, easily cutting possible, so it is used for the decoration for making a projects. It is used for protecting screens in a radar. It is used for the packaging material for the electronics industry. Your mobiles, TV will come with a packaging of a thermocol. MCQ, we are going to solve MCQ. The material which are used to prevent the flow of heat is known as. Options are semiconductor, conductor, insulator, paint. What is the semiconductor? Whose conductivity is between the conductor and insulator. It's called as semiconductor. What is the conductor? Which is allow heat and electricity to pass through it. It's called as conductor. Third option, insulator, the substance which is not allow current and heat to pass through it. It's called as insulator. Answer is insulator. Which one is not an insulating material? Here we are given some example of insulating material. We have to choose which is a conductor, which is insulator. Glass wool, thermocol, asbestos, iron. Glass wool, thermocol, asbestos are the non-metallic substance, while the iron is metal. So iron is a conductor, so it is not an insulating material. Glass wool is made up of ordinary wool, filaments of glass, filaments of mica, none of these. Options are itself showing is it is made up from the filaments of glass. Glass wool is a wool-like structure obtained from the glass. So chemically it is a glass only. Thank you for your attention. If you have any question, you can mail me. Thank you so much.